All right. So, what do you guys see as trends today in pharmacy? What do you see going on? We have conversations every day, trying to figure out the future.
Well, there's a couple of things that have emerged, either emerged or been accelerated with the pandemic and the acceleration of things. One of the trends is that, and you're seeing this in retail pharmacy, you're seeing it with respect to employment, and that is that, being tied to a physical location, which has always been perceived in many cases as a requirement or sometimes as a barrier, has evaporated to a large extent in today's environment. And so the limitation associated with operating exclusively within your four walls has sort of been broken down to a great extent. And the necessity to move beyond those four walls and find ways to conduct business the way your customer wants to conduct business with you is critically important in the current environment. And so all pharmacies, chains, as well as independents, are all at their own rate and pace moving into a more omnichannel kind of an environment where there's a digital component, there's the physical component, you've got delivery mechanisms. And so that has accelerated quite a bit and I think is going to continue. The other thing that's happened as a result of the pandemic, and this was happening before, but it was moving at a much slower pace, was the recognition that both the pharmacist can be a much larger player and play a different kind of role in the delivery of care in the community, and that the pharmacy can become a broader source of healthcare services than it has been in the past. And so you are seeing across the board this expansion of services in a variety of ways and in a variety of directions into the delivery of clinical services, patient care services, monitoring services that are being delivered by and through the pharmacy. And that has been greatly accelerated in the current environment. And those two changes, I think, are permanent and here to stay.
Well, and one thing's interesting to me is that as people, and everybody's not going to get it. The person working at the department store is not going to be able to work from home. But as people become more, as they moved out of San Francisco, they didn't move to New York City or Miami. They moved to Whitefish, Montana,
or Costa
Rica. They're moving. I use the term the re-ruralification of America. Americans, as they get more mobile, are moving to places where they have more space, where things are slower. And that's going to mean different type of healthcare delivery. We are seeing a record number of new stores open. And some of that is backfilling where chains are leaving, where they went into towns that were just too small for the model of selling beauty products and stuff and, the kind of things that needed to sustain that. But I think you're going to continue to see that these smaller communities are going to grow and are going to need healthcare. They're going to need certain types of delivery.